YouTube! TriStars Trucking. Thanks for tuning in, and in this video, basically I'm going to service my truck. In this video, I'm going to take you on the journey of me going to service my truck. Hope you enjoy this video. I want you to watch it to the end because at the ending of this video, I'm going to talk about the oil that I use in my truck and why I recommend this oil. Also, I'm going to leave a link on this video, my reference number that you can, whenever you're trying to purchase this oil or thinking about using this oil in your truck, you can go ahead and use the number that I leave on the side of this video as reference. And also I'm going to leave the head office number that you guys can call, order this oil whenever you want. Thanks for tuning in. You know, it's a boy.
When it comes to guarding your diesel engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance you demand. AMSOIL Signature Series diesel oils provide 6 times more wear protection than required by a leading diesel engine manufacturer. Give your hard-working truck the protection it deserves. AMSOIL, devoted to protection. See the whole line of diesel products at amsoil.com/diesel. When it comes to protecting your engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance truck owners demand. AMSOIL provides 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by a leading industry standard, extending the life of pistons and cams.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
AMSOIL, diesel engine service life, heavy duty on off-road, 3 times OEM recommendation, not to exceed 60,000 miles, 600 hours, or 1 year, whichever comes first. Turbo diesel pickup, 2 times OEM recommendation, not to exceed 25,000 miles, or 1 year, whichever comes first. Competition service life provides lasting protection for multiple events. Use oil analysis to determine appropriate drain interval. AMSOIL Diesel, 100% synthetic. Signature Series. Max duty protection. 10W30, 6 times more wear protection.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now. All up in that love haze, so where do we go now? Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay.
Thank you guys for being here still. Now, how can I start this video? I want to start this video by a couple of my subscribers saw the amount of miles on my truck, is 1.6, call it 1.65, 1.64, kilos on my truck, which, if you work it out, is 1.1 million miles, you know what I mean? In this video, basically, I'm just going to cover why I recommend this oil and why I've been using this oil, and so far so good, you know what I mean? Okay, just a quick recap. Most of you guys know when I purchased the truck what happened, you know what I mean? So basically why I start using this oil is basically when I actually purchased the truck, I made some mistake upon purchasing. No, upon making the mistake upon purchasing, I was thinking about now that I made that mistake, what can I do to try to fix it, or what can I do to ensure that I make this work, because it's already gone bad. So what can you do? First thing first, Volvo truck was my pick, that I like Volvo truck from the very beginning, right? And based on my research and based on how they talk about the fuel economy and based on the companies that I used to work for before, I have confidence in the truck. So I said, what, I wanted to get a Volvo truck when I'm going to start out, you know what I mean? Now, that's what I did. But what I did wrong was not taking a mechanic with me when I was checking out the truck. I was so anxious, you know what I mean? I was so excited of getting my truck. So I really and truly wasn't thinking it through, you know what I mean? I was just going out there to do my thing. Anyway, long story short, when I got the truck, there was a couple of problems that I got with the truck, you know what I mean? First thing first was the miles on the dash, the kilos, because this is Canada, the kilo on the dash was changed to miles, right? And I was thinking in my head that on the dash it was kilo. I wasn't looking like scrutiny, I wasn't looking to see that this guy actually changed over the kilos, changed it to mile, and I was thinking that it was actually kilos on my truck. So when I got the truck, it was 800 and something kilos, I think. So in my head, that would be 500 miles, right, on the truck. So that's my thought, not knowing that it was actually miles I'm looking at, not kilos. So when I actually take the truck to my mechanic and he's doing the inspection and stuff, he was writing down. That's when I realized, to be honest, he was writing down the miles on the truck and he write 1.3 kilo. And when I got the paper and I was like signing off on, on everything, I'm like 1.3 kilo. What are you? He said, yeah, the truck was in miles. So I changed it back over to kilo. My God! I'm like, Jesus. That's when I realized, okay, he got me. He got me on this one. You know what I mean? That being said, my thought and in my head, and when everyone is telling me that with so many miles on this truck, your engine is not going to last very long. It just a few more 100,000 miles to go or kilos to go. Then, you got to look at rebuilding the engine. Now, I use all the money I have because I've been saving, I put stuff together. So that wasn't my thought. That wasn't in my head to try to rebuild the engine now at this stage, you know what I mean? So I was a bit worried. I was running the truck and I had my same channel here, starting off from scratch, doing my thing, And I have this subscriber. He's running a salt factory. Basically, I went there once to pick up a couple loads when I was running for a company in Quebec, right? I went to his workplace to pick up a couple loads. We have a good conversation, and I told him about my channel, and he found himself interested, and he was, following my channel also. And one day he basically emailed me based on my channel, and the reason why he emailed me because my truck was basically frozen in the winter, and I couldn't get it started in Montreal. I have that truck on I have that video on my channel where I went to the Canadian Tire, buy some wires to plug my truck in so that my truck would warm up so I could get it to start. And right there and then he recommended AMSOIL to me and said, try this oil in your truck, and when you're not busy you can give me a call. So I actually called him and we had a good conversation. conversation, and he was mentioning about AMSOIL and why I should use it, and it would be good for the winter, and also it protect your engine, and I would think that would be the best way to go. You can't go wrong. Basically, I heard what he said, and at that time I was thinking a way how to protect my engine also, because I was already worried about so many miles on my truck, and this is what I want to use to start my career as an owner operator, right? So I say to myself, okay, what do I have to lose? No, really, what do I really have to lose? No, the oil is maybe, at the time, the oil was a couple, maybe $100 over the regular oil, or $200 over the regular oil, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Basically, I was paying like $325 to service my truck with everything, that with labor and oil and everything. When I got this oil, it was something like maybe $500, $600 to service my truck, you know what I mean? So it raised up a bit more. Now, I was saying to myself, if I need this truck to serve me and I need this truck to do well, why should it be a problem to spend an extra $200 or extra $150 buying a oil that would protect the engine, that this is the truck that you're dependent on? So why not? If you know, for not spending $200, and it can cost you more down the road, like if your engine fail within the time, within the unexpected time, the engine failed, then I mean you are the one that, because of $200 you want to, or because of $150 you want to save, cost you $30,000 to rebuild the engine. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, then what if I use that oil and then the engine still fails? So what would you do then? You know what I mean? You lose and plus lose, you know what I mean? So what I did was said, you know what? Better to try than not to try. You know what I mean? If I go down, that's just it. At least I tried, and I tried everything I could. That's how I was reasoning with myself. You know what I mean? Then I went ahead and I tried it. Okay, I tried it, and I'm gonna say I actually liked the oil, but not before I did the oil sample test. When I did the oil sample and I saw the result that the oil sample gave, and I saw the result that I got, I'm like, whoa. Also, my truck was burning different in fuel. You know what I mean? Also, my truck was like chocolate. The chocolate, when I start my engine, before I was hearing I could hear every single, I'm just going to say this, but it's not necessarily, but I hear every single thing in my engine. I can hear everything knocking, tick, 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 tick. I can hear everything knocking, which you should hear your engine. But the difference is when I put the AMSOIL in there, you could hear it like, other than ding, 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 you hear boop, 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 boop. It's like you hear a more like something in their cushion, like not allowing the irons to be knocking like how I used to normally hear it with the regular oil. You can choose to believe me if you want, but you can try it for yourself and then you will see the result that I'm talking about. So that's the reason why I come forth to recommend AMSOIL to all my viewers. Now, a lot of guys have their trucks and they're wondering, oh man, how long is this engine gonna go? How long? And they change their oils like, let's see, like every 15,000 miles. You know what I mean? That's how quick they change their oil to keep, or to be on a better scale. You know what I mean? Change your oil often, which no problem with that. And if that's the way to go, that's the way to go. But with AMSOIL, it may cost you a lot more, but you can keep the oil in your truck just a little bit longer. Normally you change it at 1,500 kilos or 1,500 miles. I change the oil at 45,000. That's how far I take the AMSOIL. And when I did that and I did the oil sample test, the oil was still was in good standard. And at that time I was using the oil with, it says 4-time protection on it, on the oil bottle itself. It said 4-time protection. I'm looking down now because this is not the oil that I use in my truck, but this is the one that I use in my car. This oil is for European cars, like for BMWs. So I use this actually in my car at home, and it worked very well. And this is 5W40 that I use in my car. Now I use only AMSOIL in my vehicles at the moment because I strongly believe in it and it actually works. Now, to continue on the journey, and when I say journey, in the conversation that I'm saying, I was using the 4 times protection, 4-time protection on your engine. That what I was using when I was just starting out, right, with AMSOIL. They had the Signature Series, and the Signature Series was 6-time protection on your engine. Now, recently I'm using the 6-time protection because they just come out with a 10W30 for the 6-time protection. The Signature Series, that is. And the Signature Series is they call it is the trademark for the company. That's their best oil on the market. Now, the Signature Series, at first they had the heavy duty diesel, which that would be like for the vans, you know, the Dodge Ram and the F-150s and stuff like that. But for the truck, Volvo truck, recommend you use 10W30. So the 10W30, they didn't have it at the time when I was buying. They had the 10W30. Well, they didn't have the 10W30 in the Signature Series, but they have the 10W30 in the regular that they have with the 4-time protection. Now, about 3 months ago, they come out with the 6-time protection with a Signature Series at the 10W30. Cost maybe $50 or $60 more than the regular oil that I normally use. Now, this is the first time I'm actually using it, and so far so good, and I already have confidence in the oil that was 4-time protection, now 6-time. I think I maybe take my truck to maybe 55 kilos before I change the oil. Now, if you are doing your maths, or if you're having your calculator around you, now if you're gonna change your oil at every 15,000 miles, right? I think you may have to change your oil from the truck maybe 4 to 5 times per year, right? If I'm checking it right, and if you're running, right? Now, if you use the AMSOIL, you're about to change it maybe 2 to 3 times. I'm not gonna say even 2 times. Well, it can go 2 times if your truck is more newer truck. But if your truck is an older truck with more miles on it, then you can go with your 3 times. You change your oil 3 times per year with this oil. I guarantee you should be saving more. It should be saving money in your pocket, and it should be saving your engine. So that's still money in your pocket. Now, I know a lot of guys is going to be disagreeing with me in terms of, I only use the regular oil. Every oil are the same. If every oil is the same, right, you won't have a competition out there, right? Now, the reason why I said this, basically, most of the companies that have their new trucks, they, run their trucks up to like 60,000 miles, you know what I mean? But what you have to remember is those guys have warranty on their engine, so they're not in any rush to really change the oil. And then again, the truck is new. Then, they have enough trucks so that if one engine go out, they can park that truck or send it to the dealer to get repair and use another truck to take care of the business. You know what I mean? That being said, what I'm saying is for low budget buyers like us that buy used truck, we have to now do the necessary work to make sure that trucks stay and, keep going. Now, you may wonder, all oils are the same. I can agree with you at some point, but not all oils have the necessary adjective or enough of the necessary adjective in there to keep that oil running and the heat that the truck pushing out for so long, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that with the detergent and with the whatever the stuff called that make the oil be very slippery, those are very expensive. So most of the oil companies put it in their oil, yes, but they don't put enough. You know what I mean? So what that costs is you may run in your oil over that 15,000 miles and think you're going on good, when actually nothing is in that oil to actually protect your engine because it's already flagged out by you reach 15,000 miles, you know what I mean? And for most of us that really and truly, we will say we are changing our oil at 15,000. And sometimes we past the 15,000 by maybe 1,000 or more, you're still, like destroying your engine while doing that. You know what I mean? So it's best to have an oil in your truck that you can know will protect your engine along the way, and you are actually changing it out before it's actually due to change. You know what I mean? That being said, thanks for tuning in. You know what I mean? This is the boy Troy Stars Trucking, and I just want to say respect for watching my videos. You know what I mean? And like I said, I will leave all the link to buy the oil in the description. You know what I mean? And on the screen here, you also see the links to further with your purchases. So thanks for tuning in. Troy Stars Trucking.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.